Do you hear that?
What?
The sound of this top-of-the-line finely tuned sports car about to pass you like a tired old ride that's standing still.
I know you didn't just call me a tired old rod.
Nah, man. I'm just messing with you. We good.
Good, because I was about to teach you a little about respect.
Yeah, right. We get after it on the court.
Let's get it.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Last game for the Pacers, they pick up the W against the Celtics in Boston. And just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Griffin, he's in at point guard. Embiid is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Carr in at the shooting guard position. Kicks it to Griffin. With a step back, and he gets it to go. Griffin's got his second basket of the game.
And I know you guys saw him talking with the opposition at midcourt before the game. I got the feeling it wasn't exactly a friendly conversation.
I don't really have a problem with him chatting it up. I mean, I'm not a guy that endorses that, but I don't have a real issue with it either when you're going at an opposing star. But you better be able to back that talk up. You can't go running off at the mouth unless you can put some action and some numbers behind it.
A nice shot by George.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Outside Griffin. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Plenty of space. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. 4-point game. Hibbert with a screen on Griffin. Hill drives in. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. Yes, plenty of reason for confidence coming into this game. They're leading the series 2-0 this season, but he's far from complacent. He said their length and shot blocking inside does present some challenges. We can't get careless in our attack and fail to react to help side defenders. Guys, let's see how they do.
Thanks for that report, Doris. Guys, do you think we'll see game planning early on that might end up developing through the game as far as getting through this very tough defense?
I think there's almost no question that what they're doing offensively at the beginning of the game will change several times before we're finished.
Well, that's what the defense they're facing forces you to do. You have to be ready to adjust and make some changes. It's too complex a defensive scheme to just attack it one set way.
Now, here is Hill. A shot by George, wide open. The shot's good on the assist by West. George has got his second bucket tonight.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Griffin. Nice jump shot. Good. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hill, a screen on Carr. Picked by West. Hill with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Hill kicks to Miles. Clock at 6. Here's George. Scott pulls it in. The 76ers lead it. Here's Carr. And yes, sir, that one drops. And here are the Pacers now. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
The Pacers.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Impressive. Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can.
It's go time. Check in.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Cannon, the pass to Marshall. The dish to Cannon. Here's Roten. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Hill. Can't hit. And now the second getting set to start. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Davis is out there with Mahinmi. And it's Hill in at the 1. That's the Pacers' 5. And that one's good. And that's 11 points for the Quick. Indiana leading. Hill dishes to Mahinmi. Indiana moving the ball around. And Miles kicks to George. Shot clock at 5. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. George has got 7 points.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And now a look at George Hill, some of the numbers for him. He's been having a nice year. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you really can't find much fault with him as far as his performances lately.
Yeah, he's been very, very dependable, steady, and doing pretty much everything they've asked of him.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Pacers. The 76ers also with the sub. Scott's checked in. Blocked. And they're running. Counted, and the Pacer lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket for Middleton.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. The Quick in the last game against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He had 37 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. A dominating performance from a player who might start making waves around the NBA. That is what the franchise hopes, at least, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. George, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. And Griffin, here we go. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Griffin's got 5 points in the quarter. David West is checked in. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Pacers lead by 3. And now let's catch up with...
Well, Roy, what's...
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a...
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. The Quick has been sensational.
How about his first half? Just easily surpassing his average point total.
On pace for a monster game. Too bad he can't score like this every night.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Griffin in at point guard. Chris Middleton is out there with Scott. Then there's Carr. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Hibbert with a screen for George. Inside to Hibbert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Pacers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
At the line for your Pacers, Roy Hibbert. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Roy Hibbert.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And there's the pass to Carr. Here's Griffin. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Hill kicks to George. And the shot is good. George has got 14 points for the game.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Hill against Griffin. From deep. The Pacers pull it in. Hibbert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, George. 14 points for him. And Griffin, here we go. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. Hibbert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, they need a shot or 2 to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Wes setting the pick for George. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Griffin attacking. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Griffin's got 17. Pacers leading by 3. Hill kicks to Miles. Griffin on the double team. Miles the pass to West. Hill dishes to Hibbert. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Middleton kicks to Griffin. Right side, Griffin. Pass to Carr for the tie. Can't get it to go. So Indiana will take it the other way. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. George passes to Hill. Back to George. George double team. Pass to Hill. Outside, George. The tray. Good. The assist goes to Hill. George has got the lead up to 6 now for Indiana.
You know, when he's got that kind of a height advantage on the defender, it's just too easy for him to rise up and get the shot off.
And the wide open shot from Griffin. Again, Griffin missing. Indiana's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Miles dishes to Hill. And blocked. But they'll get another chance. West kicks to George. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. So an entirely new group in now. Johnny's checked in for the 76ers. Isaiah Cannon comes in for Chris Middleton. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Hill kicks to Johnson. It's back to Hill, and it's Davis at the elbow. Right side, Davis. Lets it go from 11, and that one's good. Davis has got his first points of the night.
You know, role players can make big differences in games, and he's showing he can get it done out there.
Roten with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the 3 ball is good. Here's Hill. Cannot hit. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Indiana. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, today it comes from... Kevin, let me tell you, anytime you get a big man who can pass like this, it really changes the way you can play offense. It diversifies your offensive attack.
Let me ask, who is the best passing big man you played with?
Luke Longley.
Ah, the Australian.
Yes, big redhead, good passer down on the low block.
The #1 pick by Minnesota Timberwolves. Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. The backcourt, Hill and Myers. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? He's got 17 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open look.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Pacers leading by 3. Right side, George. George double teamed. Hill kicks to George. West a screen on Carr. It's back to Hill. Shot off the screen. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's now 7 points for Hill.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Here's Griffin. Here's Noel. Pacers with the rebound. Hibbert inside. And he gets the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Roten. Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Hibbert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
You know, they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch and into the final quarter.
I'll say they're looking very determined as they try to close this one out.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Here's Griffin. And good. He nails it. Griffin's got 9 points now in just the second half. Chris Middleton's checked in for Roten. Let's catch up with Chris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Here's Griffin. Again, Griffin missing. On offense, here are the Pacers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Miles. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 9. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Embiid, the pass to Noel. 76ers moving the ball around. Griffin's shot is off.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Hill against Griffin. Hibbert with a screen for George. Shot off the screen. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. George against Griffin. From about 19 feet. No good on the shot. A bit long that.